Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 29th. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this magnetism card. It says attraction, and you have this marine life card. It says richness on it. So you could be attracting richness, which is great. It could be attracting tons of abundance into your life here, Gemini. So we're going to definitely have to see what is going on for you here. You have the so it's like you've been waiting. You have the Hangman, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. The Hangman is a card of sacrifice. Like he's sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs to gain enlightenment. So I kind of feel like you've been in a period where you feel like you haven't been moving forwards or backwards. Kind of feels like a little bit frustrating. Like maybe you've been hoping for an answer to like what your next steps should be. And that's really, I feel exactly the same with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel the Knight of Pentacles is saying that you've been waiting for answers on what the next steps to take are. The Knight of Pentacles has all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to be very successful, but he just needs to start planting seeds in that field. He's playing it too safe. The whole point of him is that he's being too cautious, and he's not like taking the risks that he needs to take to be successful. So I do feel it is time for you to, take some sort of risk or to move towards, it's not even a risk because, again, he has these green leaves on his helmet here, and the green leaves are oak leaves, and oak leaves represent knowledge and wisdom. The Hangman is hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom. So it really says that you have all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to be very successful at this time, but you just have to start planting seeds. So again, I feel like you've been waiting on what your next step should be with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or create in your life. For some of you, it could just be a new life. You have this new life card, and so it's like you're just hoping to reinvent yourself or have a new life. You have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, of course, is like lying, cheating, stealing, but really, Seven of Swords is a good card. It is a golden card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive no matter what. So really, the Seven of Swords to me is a card of tactics, and, it kind of says if there are better ways to do anything that you're trying to do, then, do the better way. It's a card of being tactical and like looking for other ways of doing things. You do go Seven of Swords, Emperor to the Devil. So, again, obviously, if you have a person that was a liar, cheater, stealer, I would avoid that person at all costs. And, I would be careful of it. It kind of looks to me like you could be learning the truth here with the Hermit to the Devil. The Hermit has done some soul searching, has been looking for inner answers. And I kind of feel like saying that you've known all along. So again, if you thought a person was a liar, cheater, stealer, they probably were. If you thought that someone did you dirty, they probably did, right? It's like, I always tell people that it's like you have those feelings for a reason, If you think a person is cheating, there might be a good reason that you think that, right? If you think a person did you dirty or is not doing the right thing or is trying to avoid you, you probably think that for a reason. I used to do daily readings every single day, and, people would always ask me that question. They'd be like, this person is acting weird and doing this and doing that. I'm like, well, whether they're cheating or not, you feel that there's something going on. So it's like you can't just hold that stuff in, because that's how we end up wasting a bunch of time in a relationship that just isn't working. And it's like, it's not even the other person's fault, because it's like, well, it is if they're being a bad person, right? It's like partly their fault, but they are also telling you something, maybe not directly, but they are telling you something about how they feel. And so it's our job to pick up on that better. Again, I always say, I think we all need to be better breaker-uppers, because, it's like I've just learned over the years that people pretty much tell you exactly what's going on. They might not use their words, but, they might, but not direct words, right? So it's like we need to be better at picking up on that stuff and calling things out. I think we need to be more direct with people if we think things are weird. And it's not even about criticizing them or anything. And sorry that I'm ranting, but someone needs to hear this clearly. It's not even about criticizing the person or whatever, but I think we could get out of these toxic situations much faster and just go on living our lives instead of investing years and years with a person and then being bitter afterwards, right? We can avoid that. With the Hangman, you have the King of Cups. There could be a water sign coming in for you here. If you're looking for love, I don't think this person is toxic. I think that, if anything, the Devil to the Hermit would say that they've kind of done some soul searching and they have grown as a person. So you could be attracting a really good person here. The King of Cups also has very deep emotions, and I believe we're in a kind of a somewhat emotional time where we need to listen to what our heart is saying to do right now. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Strength card. I feel like you've learned a lot. It's like you've probably learned a lot of lessons over the past few years. Strength is, something she has to practice day in, day out. She is taming that lion. The lion represents her inner beast, her inner critic, her inner demons. But she knows she has to work on that every single day. And so I feel like you've been really doing, like a lot of you probably have been doing a lot of personal development work or just have been working on yourself in some way. And it's like about to pay off is what I feel like this reading is saying. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I almost feel like you just maybe you were dealing with like an immature person. And again, it's not even like, this isn't like one of those things where I'm trying to say like, oh, this person's so immature, they're like a bad person. It's just like, maybe they're just not there yet, And I kind of feel like you are being very mature about this. You're just saying like, okay, this person was just, they weren't there yet. It's time for me to move on. Time for me to move forward. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this leg up card and this new life card. I love these two cards for sure. So I feel that you could be attracting a person who kind of lifts you up. Clearly, you have the Ten of Cups here as well. You have the Emperor, so you could be attracting your Emperor, your Empress. Take it how it resonates, whatever you're into. But I kind of feel that for a lot of you, you are getting like a leg up in life. I love this new life card because she's like being lifted up on a pedestal here, and even this leg up card is about kind of being lifted up or, getting some assistance. So I kind of feel there's assistance coming in for you, not just in love, but it also looks like there could be assistance coming in your finances as well. You have the Ten of Pentacles, but I feel like this could be coming in not like through a mentor or a person you look up to. It could also be coming through inspiration. We have a lot of inspirational cards here. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. According to Chris's crappy astrology here, again, Pluto and Aquarius, I would say. Pluto and Aquarius is like the star card. The star card is Aquarius. And so I believe that, personally, I believe, and I've seen it happen already, that, a lot of like the good ideas that we could have will be inspirations, meaning you will just feel inspired to do something. Maybe you'll wake up excited, but you could also get an inspiration when you're doing something. You could be watching a movie and it gives you like an idea for a business or to improve your financial life or whatever. And so we need to be kind of listening to those inspirations. Those are the things that are going to increase our finances, or everything else, anything else. But I feel like you're putting work into the right things with the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Emperor here. Again, I do like this because, on one hand, I do feel sure this could be a person, whatever, but I also feel that you are taking action. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, and that Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like you are getting the answers on like what to do. If you've been I'm not saying you've been sitting around or anything, but if you feel like you've been sitting around not doing anything and you've been looking for something to take action on, like sometimes it feels good to work for some people, and so maybe you've just been looking for an answer on like what to work on, what to put your energy into. It looks to me like you're getting that answer. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So again, your new life is going to be the best. I think the rest of your life is the best of your life, as they say here, Gemini, right? So it's like you're entering into a very positive period of time. I also feel there's a lot of happiness, and I do feel love here. It could be a water sign, like I said. Could be any sign. You have like everything here. You have Aries, Earth. You have a ton of fire. You have Leo. Could be any sign. General reading. But I feel whatever this is going to make you very happy, because the Ten of Cups is a card of happiness, of course. But let's see. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Magician. Yeah, this is probably something you attracted or you have wanted in your life. And, I just think that we have a lot of attraction here. You have that magnetism card. I feel like you are like a magnet, attracting everything you want at this time. So, make sure you're using positive words and all that other stuff. You're going this way as well. So, sometimes I think when we learn a lesson, we make a correction. We go through that dark night of soul. We climb to the top of a mountain with the Hermit. We do attract things better because, it's like one of those things where people always say to me, like, I'm trying to attract money, but I'm not attracting money. I'm like, yeah, but there's probably something, if you were to get money, like, let's say you have money blocks, right? And you were given a bunch of money. It would just be like pouring water through your hands. So, like, maybe you have a bunch of money blocks, so you get a bunch of money, and then you lose it all. It's like people who win the lottery. Why do you think they all lose their money? Because they have attracted maybe the money, right? But they didn't correct the things that need to be corrected. So I say it's like better to attract something when you have reached a point of correction so that you like don't lose it, whatever it is. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on here, is that you have grown to a certain point, or you have corrected like the little things inside of you that would so that you actually can attract what you want. Again, you're not going to just, if you want to attract $1 million, for example, but you have a bunch of money blocks, you're not going to attract $1 million no matter how much you think about it, because like all those little things are holding you back. So it's almost like you corrected something here. I know it's a good thing. With the Emperor, you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is about setting yourself free. Again, I really do feel there could be like a mentor or a person who's coming in with answers or inner guidance, or it's almost like they're helping you overcome some sort of self-doubt or doubt in yourself. Like, this could just be something very small as well. Like, maybe you've been afraid to, start that project or start a business, but then maybe you get some recognition. Like, that's what this kind of looks like to me. Like, getting recognition from a person that motivates you, like, where you get the recognition, you're like, wow, they said I did a good job, then I can do a good job, right? So that's kind of like what I feel here. With the Eight of Pentacles, yes, are you kidding? There you go. Emperor and the Empress right here, divine counterparts. Someone's been set free here as well. Like, I kind of feel like maybe your divine counterpart has been stuck in a situation. I can see this caterpillar card here. So, maybe your divine counterpart or you have been, take it how it resonates. It could be both of you. It's like both people here have been going through a transformation. This card says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. The whole entire reading says a change for the better is coming, really. You have this dolphin. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. I don't really feel that. I feel that it's more saying that, again, what you have done in the past is you have corrected certain, it's almost like you've corrected certain little things in your life. Like, I don't know how to say this, but like, I have a theory with law of attraction, right? Where it's like, let's say you want to attract money, and let's say that you have to be like a number 10, right? But and there are certain skills and things you can learn, and there are certain habits you can develop to get to 10, right? But let's say you're at like 3, and let's say to get to a 10, you have to correct your money blocks. You also have to express, positive financial habits, and you also have to do affirmations. Let's say that's what it is. Like, that's how I look at the law of attraction. I know most people look at it like, oh, I just have to think about it and I'll get it. To me, it's like there are maybe you have a scale of 1 to 10 to attract something you want, and there are like certain numbers, there's like certain things that you can do to increase your number, if that makes sense. Probably not, because I have no clue what I'm talking about either, but it's almost like you have, again, corrected those things, and what you have learned is how to get to 10 so that you can match the energy you're trying to attract. I hope that makes sense. Probably not. There you go. You have the Devil card. The Devil is a card of toxic energy, but again, I feel like you've learned from something toxic, like either a toxic person, or you have corrected something like a toxic behavior that's helping you heal and move forward. You have the Knight of Wands. I actually feel pretty good about this Knight of Wands because, again, we go down here to the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Wands to me is a card of moving towards your desire. He kind of says like you desire to do something and you should go and do it. And, he also can represent kind of like excitement, or he can represent moving towards something new. And so I kind of feel like you're moving towards something new here with that Ace of Wands. I also feel that if you are excited by a new journey, that you should move in that direction. You have the King of Wands here. You could be attracting a fire sign, or just a person who's like very bold, assertive, like hardworking. I look at him as like the true entrepreneur in the tarot as well. So you could be attracting someone who's like entrepreneurial. I also say that he's like very nurturing. To me, he's way more nurturing than the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands. You have the King of Cups here, but Knight of Wands, he really raises something like it's a baby, so, and it doesn't, there you go. And it doesn't have to be a baby. It could be like, you can notice certain habits that a person has. So again, like, I think this is a person where maybe you notice that they really take care of their finances, or they really take care of things just in general in their life. And I feel like that's what's going on here. But let's see what's going on for you. With the Devil card, you have the Hermit. Are you kidding? Like, the whole entire time I was talking about how these two cards are connected. It's like, yes, they're right next to each other, but that's like major confirmation for me as a reader that I was definitely right about these two being connected. I think either you've been through something, or you have eliminated like a person or a situation from your life, and it's like now you've earned your right to be on top. Like, even you have this New Life card where she is on top. So I feel like you've earned your position at the top is kind of what this is saying. Whatever that means for you. Yes, with the Knight of Wands, there is a lot of money coming in for you. This looks good, especially, obviously you're going to have to work for it. People always leave comments. They're like, I sat around all day and I did nothing and I didn't make money. I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, are you freaking kidding me? You have to do something to make money. So, again, I make it very clear in my readings that tarot is not magic, and I ban every single bozo that leaves me a comment about, like, oh, I didn't do anything, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, great. Go continue doing that somewhere else, not here, right? So, yes, you actually have to do the work. And 10 of Pentacles, amazing. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life, but it's a tree of life. But again, this is not something you just get. This is something you work on for the rest of your life, because it is building and leaving a legacy. And again, we all build and leave a legacy in some way. And it's like someone left me a comment one time saying like, no, that's not true. Not everybody does that. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Even if you're homeless, you are leaving some sort of legacy. It could be anything, so again, it is true. You leave something to earth, whatever it is, and however big or small that is up to you. So, again, we all do it. And it doesn't even have to be that big, right? It can be whatever you want it to be. But you have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, which is freaking amazing. I feel like you're feeling inspired to create more abundance in your life. Obviously, you have this magnetism card and that richness card. I feel like you want to have more experiences as well. It's like you want more positive experiences in your life. With the King of Wands, you have the Nine of Swords. I do feel like you could be leaving one person behind here, or you already have. There's definitely a person here that you've had to leave behind, right? With the Devil, the Hermit, you've like learned something, about this person. You even have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. So, this kind of represents like a stuck person, and I feel that you could be leaving like a stuck person behind. Next in the area of the good stuff, you have this halt card. It says there's no money coming in or coming in very slowly, but again, it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I kind of feel like this is what you've been experiencing, is that you've been putting work into things and you haven't been getting the result. The strength card, which you have here, is kind of like straightforward work. Like, it is a card of putting in, effort every single day. So I feel like you've been putting in the effort, but maybe you haven't getting the results, and now you are, which is great. You have this rejection is for your protection card. I feel like maybe a past person rejected you, and, again, I feel like you kind of learned the truth about this person. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but I was getting something about how it's like I think you had these thoughts about this person, but you didn't have the proof, Maybe you thought they were a cheater. I think I said this at the beginning, right? I don't actually know. I said something about this at the beginning, but it's almost like it's almost as if you had these thoughts about the person, and it's like now you're finding out you were right in the first place. So it's like I feel this is saying like don't ever doubt yourself again, is kind of the feeling here, because maybe your intuition is on fire, or again, maybe this person said certain things to you that you kind of picked up on but didn't pay attention to, and it's like now you are understanding that you should have listened to yourself, or whatever the case may be. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is a change in your circumstances and a change in your fortunes. So I do feel like there could be a very positive change coming in for you here. Definitely a change for the better, and a change in your fortunes. It's like you're taking control of your life. You also have the Ace of Wands here. Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. So I kind of feel like there is something passionate coming in for you. You know what I feel? I feel like some of you have a history of getting into fly-by-night relationships where it's like it starts hot and heavy and then it like goes nowhere. Maybe it's not your fault either. Again, maybe it's people who leave you or whatever. And I kind of feel like you're getting into something that has staying power. Someone asked me the other day what my favorite card is. It's the Ace of Wands. It is my favorite card in the tarot. The reason is because like it's just that one thing we need to get motivated. It's just that one, that spark of inspiration, that spark of hope, whatever that we need to get motivated. We have to, build a fire from there. We have to keep it going. But sometimes it's just that one thing we need. And I kind of feel like you're getting that one thing you need here to get motivated or to get moving forward. With the Hermit, you have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely a new person, going this way. Yeah, I love the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles together. And you have the Emperor and the Empress. So you could be attracting a new person into your life for sure. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Knight of Cups. Yes, Knight in Shining Armor. This person could change your life, again, in the sense that with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, this could be a person you have a family with. Even if you don't want a family, you could be, this gives me like power couple vibes, like having a business together, or, kind of like working together or something like that. So this looks really good to me. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Page of Cups. Yes, definitely something new. I'm telling you right now, it's either a water sign or a fire sign that's coming in for you here, or both, like a mixture of both. It could be any sign, general reading, but, I feel this is like a really solid connection that you are attracting into your life here. So, I would go for it. Could be a fire sign as well, but I kind of feel like the fire is the past, So I feel that the fire sign is the past, but this person like changes your life. This could be like a successful person, just like you work harder together. That new life card is like two people who can lift each other up. So really good. You have this Lust card. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of a desire here. So you could be attracting a person that you have a lot of desire for. And I don't know, it looks like a good thing to me. So there you go. You have this originality card. I feel that you could be attracting someone with a lot of original ideas. I also feel you need to embrace your original ideas. Again, Pluto and Aquarius, you air signs really need to focus on your unique original ideas that pop into your head randomly, that inspire you. Those are going to be the things that increase the richness of your life, that bring in more abundance, right? You have this adaptability card. You are a Gemini, so you should easily be able to be adaptable and adapt to new situations. You have this endurance card. Didn't I say something about endurance? I was saying something on the strength card, which just kind of looks like the strength card here, but I was saying something about how, it's almost like you've been working towards something day in, day out, and you're finally getting the results you desire. So I don't know. I feel pretty good about this. I feel like your hard work, your endurance is paying off. You have this order card. I kind of feel weird about this too. I feel like things are finally happening. Like sometimes I think we work on things and we think, this is how things should be, right? Right? You work on a project and you think, oh, I should make money with this project, and then you don't, and then you're disappointed, right? But I kind of feel like for once in your life, Gemini, it's like you are thinking, oh, this is how things should be, and they actually do go according to plan. So feels pretty good. But I kind of like where this is going, Gemini. Your readings have been pretty good recently, so love it. But it looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.